Oh, there you are, Odo. What kept you, my dear fellow? Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Gina. You sure about what you said there? That the boss, you know, actually died the day before? It's pretty hard to swallow. Yes, I was shocked by the revolution too, Gina, but there are a lot of things hard to swallow about Mr. Naruto. Sorry, what? I just started paying attention to what you say about my dick. As was I! Possibly more swallowed than both of you! It's not a competition, Mr. Sholmes. By the way, I suck the best dick around here. Just for the record. But I was more swallowed. I was more swallowed than all of you put together. This is the autopsy report in question, is it? Yeah. Strange that there's no time of death noted. I suppose there's a simple explanation, or perhaps a complicated explanation. Oh dear. If it was deliberate, it puts me in mind of the last case we worked on. And Dr. Scythe. I know. Anyway, it seems that on the day before Lord Van Zieks discovered his body, Inspector Gregson was investigating the Redhead League, so perhaps something happened with them. Come to think of it, you had trouble with those League men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? You were taken in by their trick. No. Naturally, I wasn't taken in, as you put it. My sleuthhound interest was merely piqued slightly by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income. That scent masked the underlying scent of deception, I suppose.
Shut up.
Shut your mouth hole, Mr. Naruto, before I shut it for you. With something that is big and hard to swallow. Oh my. The two criminals in question were the pair we saw being arrested yesterday, aren't they? In Mr. Sholmes' suite, I mean. That's right, Suze, and it was me what took 'em in. I made sure to bonk their heads until they got brain damage. Indeed, yours truly. So it's going to be that pair in the witness stand next, is it? I sure hope their brain damage doesn't interfere with their witness testimony. Something doesn't quite make sense to me, though. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't had trouble with the Red-Headed League yet, had you? Why would the inspector have been investigating them? Well, the likely explanation would be that Gregson's own sleuthhound interest was piqued by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income. Don't tar him with the same brush as you, huh, Sholmes? Yes, well, then there's the whole issue of Inspector Gregson being investigated by Lord Van Zieks for some reason. The Reaper. The Red-Headed. Inspector Gregson, Lord Van Zieks. And Cosma. Can't forget Cosma. I feel as though he knew we'd arrive at this point somehow. Golly! I think you're right. What's he really trying to achieve here today? All the answers will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow. It's 4:20. Time to get fucking stoned. Sure. I believe so. Cosmo's determined that he should be the one to prosecute this trial. And he was determined that I should take the defense. Just what is this? What is it that he's hoping to make me see, I wonder? I get the feeling we're in a long way from the end of this trial yet. Don't say that.
He wants to watch you struggle and then punish you for losing in bed.
Are you ready then, Mr. Sato? I'm going to ignore that voice in my head. I know that was kind of erotic and unnecessary. Meh. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the closed court hearing of Beric Van Zieks, here present, who stands accused of murder.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. You can't prove nothing.
Can't prove shit.
I ain't saying shit till my lawyer gets here.
I'm right here.
Not you.
Till my better lawyer gets here.
I ain't saying shit till a second, better dressed lawyer gets here. Why my clothes? Now then, Prosecutor Asuki. My lord. Have you summoned the witnesses as requested? Oh shit, I forgot to do that. Be right back. Oh, yes, the 2 members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception. They arrived not long ago from the local prison by police carriage. Very good. Bailiff, usher the 2 men into the courtroom. Forthwith. Pasta! These 2 men are currently being held by the police on a suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupations, but state your names now for the court. I am Fabian de Rousseau, a descendant of the great Rousseau family from Nice in France. And my name is Peppino de Rossi. I am the 3rd son of the great Familia de Rossi, the landowners from Napoli. My underwear says these 2 men first became acquainted at a boarding school for European nobility. Those who graduate from Temsisk are the future leaders of Europe. But do you have any idea how boring it is to be born with the noble blood? Alas, I make it my mission to get the better of the world by employing the little grey cells of my brain. Is that all I am trying to do, huh? So, that's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out. Oui? Because they are right next to each other. France and Italia! They are next to each other on the map of Europe. That is why the accents are similar. Not bad, eh? He has the grand ideals, but the petty plans. It's a strange combination, is a charm of the hair. The Hair-larious brothers. Si, capo! Listen to me, Peppino. I have 2 things to say to you. Eshe! Are you about to tell me one of your trendy anecdote? I can't say anecdotes in an Italian accent.
And give me French.
Viva! Firstly, I want you to stop calling me this capo. And secondly, we are the hilarious brothers. This is serious business. Shambalo! There it is, the capo's trump card, the furrowed brow. It is deep, capo! The furrow and the meaning of your words. Wow, I'm really fucking lost here. Speak English. We live in English, motherfuckers. The court has been led to believe that under the banner of the Red-Headed League, you have conspired to swindle money from unsuspecting members of the public. Is this true? Oh, hey. Whatever. What exactly is the nature of this deception by which you plan to defraud? Alors, I will explain it. No, capo! Leave it on me! As you see, we both have the vivid red hair, no? In school, we were teased for this without pity. The capo here, he was many times behind the schoolhouse crying like the Trevi fountain. We, those thugs, one day the world will respect us already. Every night, who will bury his head? What the fuck? C'est bien, Peppino. Enough, I will explain the rest.
Yeah, you should have started that from the start.
The first step was the newspaper advertisement. About 1 week before the plan was put into operation, we listed their name, same notice in every paper in London. Yes, we saw that notice. It was this one, I believe, entitled To the Red-Headed League. Oh oui, the car. I'm honored that you have seen it. It states the only condition for joining the League is having flame-colored hair, and that if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted into the League, you could receive a weekly income of £4. On the date specified, red-headed hopefuls gathered in droves at a park specified in the advertisement, and from each person present, this pair took an application fee of 5 shillings. And with the money to France, it was a plan most elegant, no? No, it was most dishonorable. But to be frank, I'm stunned anybody was foolish enough to be taken in by such an obvious trick.
Q Holmes.
What? The park was described as, by one witness, as choked with red-headed folk. Like a coaster's orange barrow? And the day on which these men gathered to apply was the day before the victim was discovered. Crucially, these two men spoke face-to-face with every single person present that day. Oui, I've seen more red-headed people in one day than I will see in the rest of my life. See, I do not know. Every time I see the couple's hair, I feel sick to my stomach. Anyway, why have we been summoned here today? Sorry? The date for our trial was not until tomorrow, I was told. Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. They've only been shown this photograph. Very good. So, Mr. Russo and Mr. Rossi... Russo and Ross... That's funny. You will now give your formal testimony for the court on the subject of the gentleman pictured in this photograph. Of course, we are always ready to help with the law. I ate the pista and the pasta. We had no more than 1,000 red-headed peoples assembled in the park on Lamb Street that day. But I don't recall the man in this photograph, eh, capo? No, I don't remember him. Obviously, he's dead now. But I assure you, he was not in the park. Laura, this victim has nothing to do with us. You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. It is your fault that we got caught in this first place. You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph was not present. Can you be certain? Oui, I am quite certain. We did not interview this man. Nobody looking like this came to the park. This I can promise. Please, can you tone down your Italian stereotype? It must be noted that you have been arrested for a grand deception, however. Accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assurances. Oofa! With this attitude, we get to nowhere, huh? He's really a sulkin now. This confidential underwear was obtained directly from Scotland Yard. It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads, Lime Street, Red-Headed League, undercover, underwear. I have the answer! Maybe there was another similar event in the park on the day in question, That is ridiculous. There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed. Very well, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination now. Oh shit, yeah, that's me! Do you want to do noodles tonight?
Which ones?
I don't care, honestly. I'm good for whatever. I just don't feel like chips or fast food anymore.
Understood. You want me to start making it?
If you want. Because I imagine we're gonna be stuck on this cross-examination for a good 20 minutes at least.
I want
want a kiss? Do you think you deserve it?
No.
Okay.
I still want it.
I love you.
Here, I'll shake my booty at you.
Ah! The dumpy! The dumpy! I have seen it!
Here, I'll give you a full moon.
The dumpy!
Ah! He hit the moon!
You take the moon! We had more than... oh yeah, we already did this. Okay, do I have any clues, or do you think I should... we're pretty late in the day. I probably need to press everything first. 1,000 people. That's a very big crowd. It was quite a spectacle. Redheads... French. Redheads had come from all over the capital. See, the capo here. Here's the magnetismo animale, eh? Nobody else could attract so many people. If I could be born again, I would be the capo. All those people wanted was the money, Peppino. The £4 per week. You suggested that you spoke personally with all 1,000 applicants? Oui, that we did, because every one of them paid us 5 shillings. We take other names, and we take other money, and we take other addresses as well. Then I tell them we take us some days to let them know by a post in finito. Maybe 2 minutes.
Make a choice.
Make a choice?
Hot dogs?
Sure, yeah. I suppose we do need to... We probably should get through some of that milk and some of the cold stuff before we leave for a week, you know? We start early in the morning, we stop late in the night. Would it not be easier to just to get a job? You earned 5,000 shillings in one day?